And one thing that was clear to us was we wouldn't want to be associated with a team where basic housekeeping issues were objects of dispute. Example, match bonuses, allowances, travel, where do the players stay? In some teams, a team comes to Enugu to play football. They will house the players in Ababanike and put the officials at a Bon Hotel. Why would you do that? It's a football team that they play. The players should be in Bon Hotel and the officials need not come. So those kind of things, you have to look into the detail of how the organization works and make sure that, look, you need to make sure that the actual person that is delivering the medal is treated well. And if you have agreed to pay him a certain amount of money for every game, you pay that money, don't waste any time. So those are objects that can be parcellated and say this is the framework for organizing a team. And that's sort of part of the insight we saw in Amobi, because he had worked with FIFA and UEFA and he knew what obtains in international football. And he brought those standards to bear in Rangers. Afrinvest on itself is what we call, we're local. We are trained globally, but we operate locally in Nigeria. And so we bring the international standards in whatever we do and insisted that those must be met. And if there were issues of challenge, because obviously sometimes governments are not able to make payments on time because of bureaucracy, or for one reason or the other, we would always step up and make sure that you would not miss a match on account of not having money available to make that trip and pay for the logistics. And those are some of those areas we smoothened out between us and the club. So that model can certainly be replicated. But beyond this medal, which I'm proudly wearing, they are now going to play in the CAF Champions League. And so we'll now have to actually see how we extend that experience internationally across Africa with a prize on that goal of bringing that trophy home. And, and on that journey, we also want to impact more Nigerian youth, in areas we already have been talking about. One key thing that we haven't done well enough is merchandising. The demand for the Rangers jersey is unprecedented. If I had 100,000 jerseys today, I would sell all of them. But we are suffering with the capacity of the manufacturer. And a person has not, I think, the company has not in recent times experienced a team that suddenly shot to stardom like Rangers, and where the quantity required to be produced is in the size, Because when someone is making something, I know that the average team needs maybe 100 for the team and maybe another 1,000 for the fans. And then one club says, oh, give us 100,000. The production system will shut down other clubs. So clearly, the Rangers movement could become an engine for change, because just the merchandising alone is employing people, remember. Okay. We also have to worry about ticketing. When we started playing, because the home match was at Oka Stadium is designed for maybe several thousand people, 2,000, maybe at best 5,000. We came to Enugu. Enugu is designed for 22,000. Initially, those matches, you see a sparkling of 5,000 people around, 2,000, 3,000. So we always thought the number of people we need for ticketing, maybe 25 people to man the ticket booths, right? And we'll print maybe 5,000 tickets. But now we're struggling because if we do a match and 30,000 people descend on the stadium, you need 200 people on the ticketing side alone to man the ticket, and you have to print enough tickets. But in fact, the capacity is that we cannot print beyond the 22,000, because otherwise we'll be sanctioned. Like when you saw what happened with the Enyimba match, So, and on top of that, when you have 22,000 people in the stadium, you need another 200 people, what they call match marshals, to be around for crowd control. So that's already is creating employment, In addition to people on the ticketing booth, the security system, the match marshals, all of these people, although some of them volunteer to support, but we'll still find something to give them. But what you can see is that the football team can become a source of employment for people on a continuous basis. Now we are looking beyond the Nigerian Premier Football League